So the mental universe is the universe you live in, and this is basically talking about a sense of not spreading evil, which kind of is hypocritical in today's world because we talk so much about it at various forums, which is great because we're trying to improvise and set standards and stuff. But then we are relentlessly and endlessly debating it, and it's continuously being shared and shown to us and stuff. So it's a big question, I feel, professionally and personally. And this is what even the author is saying, that people who are criticizing or passing on other people's criticism immediately actually lack potential for awakening their own ikigai, or whoever hears them fears, so that they do not have to be criticized and mocked behind their backs and stuff. And pointing out life's negative aspects might be somewhat amusing to those around us, but in the medium and long term, it is not worth it. It only cheapens the humans and makes us less worthy of other people's trust and perspectives. By covering the ears, the monkey to its left showed a higher step on the path of spiritual perfection. The other monkey did not want to kind of participate and listen onto the negative messages of others, and also refused to listen. And the point is that we can do so by avoiding our mind to be poisoned with what we're listening to, and allowing the unnecessary garbage and filth of other people to form spaces in our minds which are actually meant for good deeds and awakening our lives, purpose, and conduct and stuff. So I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm preaching or whatever, or this is intellectualism or whatever, but the point is this, that I truly feel that the three wise monkey exercises kind of helps us clarify to our own selves that are we really kind of contributing or participating or devoting more time to positive or negative. Is this really worth it to watch television and to listen to radio with internet pages and papers which have negative around? If the latter is the case, can it not be replaced with information on culture, technology, psychology, wildlife, discipline, or whatever it may be happening on a lot of channels and mediums and stuff? But I'm just reminding people. And do you play along these? Do you play along with these who speak ill of others in your conversation with other people? If you're doing it with a few people about other people, you're going to be doing it on other tables and behind closed doors as well. And if this is so, it's time to kind of clean up your mind about the trash, which is neither making you better nor is it making you effective, and it is only bringing the conversation down and the whole environment and the energy of the whole spaces down. And actually it also kind of highlights that people who are fault finders realize that they are not actually anywhere in their mental setups and stuff like that, but this is just a strategy to kind of counter attack or counter kind of put on other people, basically in a nutshell. And in the end, the author is asking us, do you have best qualities where when you're talking to people, you're not holding negative mirrors and stuff? Isn't the mirror supposed to be clean? Isn't the mirror supposed to be clear? Isn't the mirror supposed to be reflecting the best and the positive? So this is also in Buddhism. They say that, when you're chanting, meditating, praying or whatever, you're actually clearing up the mirror, which is something clean and you can write on and stuff. And you want to be like a lotus flower, pure in the harshness and the negativity of the world and stuff, then you have to kind of refrain from all these aspects of not being participated in talking ill of others or about the world or about the environments and stuff. And I can share a small example. I mean, I had befriended some friends who were looking for mentoring. I thought they were my friends and stuff. Actually, kahani kuch aur hi nikli. They were just kind of wanting to voice off their thoughts and stuff in a spiritual practice. And I realized that the guys would come and tell me about me, what the world is talking about them, and they would apparently also hang around with the same people. And the lesson that I learned from that is that it doesn't make sense to be a part of those kind of circles who are passing information or talking ill about people and bringing other people down and stuff, because it's just not worth it. And trust me, the moment I stopped talking to them and I stopped hanging around with them and stuff, there was such a big relief to my mind. I could focus on better things. I do have memories of those experiences and stuff like other people, but the point is I learned my lesson that do not allow other people to kind of criticize, mock, or even ridicule in an environment because it may be amusing and fun for others, but when you can see the positive of other people, you rather stick to the positive, and that helps you a lot in your work situations, that helps in your relationships and stuff. So, everybody has a choice whether they want to be in kind of negative or positive. So, I would advise and recommend people to choose positive because, in a nutshell, when you choose positive, you're also enhancing the quality of your relationships and your experiences and stuff like that. And nobody else is to blame. If it's a habit, you could always change that, and it helps you kind of organize your mind. It kind of opens up your mind to new dimensions and stuff. You start looking at things differently, and people around you also start taking note of that, and the quality of your life and relationships, I've already shared, that improves. And of course, when you're kind of in a room, or when you're kind of in a personal relationship, or in a professional relationship also, you have better stuff to share and talk and contribute because you're tuned into positive and not the negative of the world. So hope this helps. And I'm Jashin Kapani. I'm on jkapani@gmail.com, jashinkapani.im@gmail.com. Thanks so much for your messages. And I shared this yesterday. I checked a few Instagram pages, and I've there on my wall some sponsored pages and stuff of marketing of people who are coaches and mentors. So I see a few of my thoughts there. So thanks for the indirect appreciation and using those. But please try and do only positive influence, because I usually say this and I'm usually reminding this: it could be your people, it could be your children, and who the hell wants to have negative environments and negativity daily in their relationships or in their routines or wherever. This world is so amazing and beautiful, so you might as well add more positivity, more joy, more happiness and stuff. And if you can reflect on your dreams, and if you don't have the right people around you, you can always engage in reading, in music, in photography, in having a coffee, in kind of exploring in art museum, watching a movie or whatever. So there are so many options available. You don't always need company and stuff. So love and luck, take care, have a great day, and catch you very soon. And wishing everybody a joyful day and a week ahead and stuff. So Rome was not built in a day, and neither was any empire or any idea. So better to kind of think about strategies and ideas and way forward, rather than discussing people and kind of relationships and stuff like that. And if you're doing that, avoid hanging around in those circles. So take care, love and luck, bye bye.